Welcome to Animania Chronicles, where we dive deep into the captivating worlds of anime, dissecting stories, unraveling characters, and sharing our passion for all things animated. Greetings, anime enthusiasts! Welcome back to the fifth installment of our in-depth exploration of By the Grace of the Gods. In this segment, we're diving deeper into the intricacies of Ryoma's journey as he navigates through the magical world that's captured our hearts. From heartwarming character development to pulse-pounding plot twists, this anime continues to weave its spell on viewers worldwide. So grab your favorite snack and settle in as we unravel the mysteries and marvels of By the Grace of the Gods. Let's jump right in. Ryoma planned to hire more employees for supporting them. He also wanted to hire a cook for the employees as a reward for their hard work. All the employees praised Ryoma for being a great boss. Following this, Ryoma visited the Merchants Guild. He told Galeza that he needed more employees and also a cook. Galeza was amazed that Ryoma had created such great working conditions in his business. The next day, Ryoma met 3 women, and they were impressed by Ryoma for having a successful business at such a young age. Then he got to know the cook Selma, and Ryoma was looking forward to their future working relationship. Suddenly, Galeza gave him the advice that Ryoma should open a second laundry too. In the days that followed, the new employees got to know their daily routine, and Ryoma got used to running his own business. Ryoma became a top G with his business, and he considered opening another store. Meanwhile, the Jumel family watched Ryoma working so hard, and they were very proud of him for running a successful laundry business on his own. The next day, Ryoma visited his merchant friend Serge. He congratulated Ryoma on his successful first business. He then asked if he could produce waterproof garments in addition to his great products that he always creates. Serge told him that the Grail Frog season will start soon. As a result, he wanted to support the adventurer, so Ryoma was asked to make waterproof garments, and Ryoma replied that he can produce a bunch of waterproof garments. After that, we see Eliaria in the bedroom of Ryoma. Ryoma was feeding a normal slime, and Eliaria learned that Ryoma is trying to create a new metal slime by feeding them. Ryoma said that he wanted to produce the waterproof garments. Later in the abandoned mine, Eliaria wanted to go with him to the abandoned mine. She then unpacked a violin, and Ryoma learned that in order to tame the lemur birds, she had to play music and give them a concert. The reason is if the birds like the music, it will be easier to tame them. Then Eliaria played on his violin beautiful music. Ryoma and all of his slimes were enjoying Eliaria's music. Then Ryoma made the waterproof garments with the help of his slimes. Sometime later, they finished and the garments needed to dry. So Ryoma wanted to make Eliaria a doll next. Ryoma used his magic and formed clay into a doll. Ryoma created a homemade doll that looks like Eliaria. She was happy about Ryoma's gift. When they returned home together, Ryoma showed a bunch of his homemade dolls that looked like the family Jumel and their friends. Everyone was amazed by Ryoma's talent, and Eliaria's parents told her to take dolls to her new school as a lucky charm. Eliaria liked their idea, and she wanted another doll that looks like her crush, Ryoma. The next morning, Ryoma was at his laundry, and his shop had many customers. He then went back to the Gimel mine to make more waterproof garments. Then he decided to teach his slimes combat training. This is how the slimes learned to fight, and he also trained with his huge king slime. Also, he looked at the strength of his slimes. Later, his slime suddenly evolved, and it wasn't a Pikachu, but an iron slime. Followed by this, Ryoma realized the reason for his evolving to iron slime. He then analyzed the iron sands and understood the reason why he didn't evolve to a metal slime. In the evening, we see Ryoma in his laundry, and Finna showed up. She said his cleaner slimes are really great. Suddenly they multiplied, and she was surprised by the slimes. After that, the workers wanted to show Ryoma his sales because Ryoma's profit has tripled compared to yesterday. The twins Carla and Callum reported that many companies have recommended his laundry. The other employees also said that all the customers love his cleaning service, and Ryoma thanked them all for their good work. Ryoma then asked if they were happy to work in the bamboo forest. Everyone agreed that Ryoma is a great boss, and Ryoma remarked that he forgot to give his employees days off. He was afraid that his employees would overwork themselves. As a result, Ryoma apologized, but the employees didn't know why he apologized to them. Followed by this, they were happy about the days off because in the world, many employers are evil who only try to exploit their workers. The girls also said some company managers sexually abuse the women. Ryoma was shocked that there were bad employers in this world too, and he wanted to treat his employees well. The following day, Ryoma visited the Adventurers Guild, and Mei Len congratulated him on his great success with his laundry. However, Ryoma learned that a group of adventurers from another city caught a rare slime. They wanted to sell the rare slime, but nobody was interested in buying. Len told Ryoma about the whereabouts of the adventuring party, so he found the adventurers in a bar, and they tried to forget their frustration with alcohol. Then Ryoma introduced himself to them, and one adventurer was in a bad mood. Ryoma knew about their problem, and the drunk adventurer thought that Ryoma was looking down on him. He immediately wanted to attack Ryoma. Suddenly, he started crying because they traveled to Gimel from a faraway city, and they couldn't sell the slime. Shin, the leader of the group, apologized to Ryoma for his friend's rude behavior. Afterwards, Ryoma said that he would like to buy the rare slime since he is a slime tamer. Shin accepted him to buy their captured slime, and he allowed Ryoma to determine the price. However, Ryoma was seeing the rare slime, and it was different from his previously tamed slimes. Ryoma was interested, and the adventurers were delighted with the news. Following this, Ryoma paid a lot of money, and Kai wanted to ask if he is sure to pay them 2 gold coins for the slime. After that, Ryoma told the adventurers, Shin and Kai, that they will soon be able to earn money by catching the Grail frogs. Also, Ryoma was a top G, and he said he had a laundry. He offered them to visit him if they are interested. After that, Ryoma teleported to the entrance of Gimel Mine, and he looked at his new slime's abilities. He now had a bloody slime and was good at sucking, so if his slime could suck blood from a dead monster. Ryoma was happy about his new slime. After that, Ryoma spent the following days peacefully in his laundry, and he also made another doll for Eliaria that looks like himself. Then we see the gods. They were watching Ryoma in the god realm, and they were very happy that Ryoma was enjoying his new Isekai life. Suddenly, Gain choked on his bubble tea. Sometime later, Ryoma looked at a book about the Grail frogs. Eliaria said that her family wanted to teach her new monster taming skills tomorrow, and she offered Ryoma to accompany her. As a result, Ryoma was excited to learn more about monster taming with Eliaria. The next day near the Gimel mine, the family Gimel decided to teach the 2 children new monster taming skills. Elias then asked how much they know about monster taming. Eliaria replied that with the monster taming skills, they can borrow the powers of the tamed monsters. Also, they can communicate with monsters using their magic. Then Ellie said she wanted to teach them magic that can share the monster's senses. Followed by this, Ryoma learned that he can use the spell Shared Sensation. As a result, he can also recognize dangers early. Reinhard then said that the spell is very difficult to learn and that they should practice with the crew birds. Today, Eliaria wanted to practice with the slimes, so she was told that slimes are unsuitable as they cannot taste, see, or smell with their senses. The 2 then tamed the 2 birds immediately, so they both managed to tame the bird-type monsters. After that, Ryoma and Eliaria should try to feel their connection between the birds. Ryoma concentrated, and he immediately managed to share his senses with the tamed bird. Ryoma said it felt weird, so Reinhard gave him some advice. Followed by this, Ryoma got better at using the skill, and Eliaria also managed to share her senses with the birds. The 2 learned very quickly, and the adults were impressed that Ryoma and Eliaria could learn the skills with ease. Ryoma quickly got used to the weird feeling because he had a VR headset in his previous life. Afterwards, Elise asked if it was his first time taming a new type of monster species. Then he learned that no one could tame all types of monsters. Everyone can only tame monsters for which they are suitable. So Ryoma learned that he was able to tame so many slimes because he had the affinity for slimes. Afterwards, Rainback said that every monster tamer has to find out for himself which monsters suit to himself. Ryoma then learned that Rainback's suit to tame monsters with scales. That's all for today. Stay tuned for the next part. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the vast realms of Nam. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and stay tuned for more thrilling reviews and discussions. Until next time, keep exploring the boundless wonders of anime with us.